Curiosity. What are you so curious about? Everything, Mr. Curiosity.
I can't see Mindy, and it made me uncomfortable.
I know, isn't it weird when you can't see someone?
I was eclipsed. All right, welcome to the Mr. Curiosity podcast. And look at our special guest, Shawn, today.
Shawn!
Now, I say special guest, he's a semi-regular dude. When's the last time, though?
It's been a
while.
couple weeks, yeah.
Oh, just weeks? I thought it was months.
I don't think it's been months. Maybe, I don't know.
But the point is, I missed you.
Thanks.
Because
Miss you guys too.
he's got that dry, sarcastic, techie attitude towards the whole thing.
Absolutely.
Right? So what we're going to do is answer your questions. Here's the issue, though, folks. We have this bag filled up. This is the new bag of questions. Well, it's not that we're trying to discourage questions, but how are we going to do all this?
It's rough.
Maybe we should start doing the podcast every day.
Good idea, Nikki.
You know what? You should be management with those ideas.
Yes.
On top of what? The other 80 things we're doing?
Make it a full hour.
Yes. Oh my goodness, you guys have great ideas.
I mean, the 8:30 hour every day
could be the podcast.
could be the podcast.
It could be. So, well, let's get right to it instead of wasting time. We answer your questions, and remember, if you have a question for a future edition, it's right there. brownbag@wnep.com. It's such an easy email. Brownbag, one word, @wnep.com. And if we pick out something and it's uncomfortable, Shawn, remember,
We've got the bell.
Got the bell.
because I know you need that, because
Yeah.
you're easily uncomfortable in certain
Yeah,
situations.
whatever.
Yep,
I think Shawn
that's
should
me, Mr.
start.
Shawn should
Shawn
start then.
should
Yes,
today.
he's the special
I'm going
guest.
to purposely
why are you ignoring
not
the new
pick,
one?
I don't want to pick the one you just put in.
Do you know what it is?
No, but I figure he wants
I
it red.
don't. I
He
stopped
wants it red really badly,
No,
so
I
I'm going to
don't.
purposely not pick
It
it.
just came in, so I stuffed
Sure.
it in there.
Sure.
I don't care.
This one's from Todd. Joe, your boy Anthony B is a bad shirt tucker. It's all bunched up in the front. He seems like a great guy, but a bad tucker.
Wow, how appropriate
How
this
It's in your
Appropriate.
hands.
This is so appropriate because of Mindy. See, if you weren't watching, I untucked my shirt today because tell everyone what you said.
Well, I said you look like you're going on a cruise.
Yeah, I look like a tourist, so I untucked. This is like a touristy shirt. So, do you guys know what he means? I don't know.
I don't. I've never
Anthony's a
noticed
bad tucker.
myself.
So I think it's because Anthony is so thin.
Oh, okay.
He runs like
yeah.
12 miles a day, and he tries to tuck in, and sometimes I think it gets bunchy because he just doesn't have, he's just a very thin guy.
Tucking isn't easy.
That's true. Especially
you-
tucking
You
for
have
TV.
to get it right.
Yeah.
Because you push in and then you pull out.
Right.
You got to get it pulled out just enough. If you pull out too much, it looks too baggy, and if you over tuck, then you look like a stiff.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's an art to tucking.
Got to be a certain way.
It's got to be a certain way. And I remember when I was going to a prom when I was in high school, one of the few proms I went to.
I
'cause
thought you
was
didn't go.
I was anti-prom. Mindy, when a real pretty girl asks you to go, you go.
You go.
Even if you don't want to go.
That's true.
But I remember, I think it was my sister or was it a friend of a friend, they told me the technique. Did you guys ever do this? You put your hands in your pockets and you grab with the shirt with the pockets, the end of the shirt, and you pull down that way.
I haven't heard that.
To retuck,
No.
to adjust your tuck, to fix.
So you
your
push
tuck,
it
to
in,
fix it?
right?
Yeah.
You push it
Yeah.
in, but then you go like this and you reach in your pocket with your pocket, and then you pull the shirt in while you're already in there.
Well, it's already
Oh.
tucked.
It's already tucked, but that keeps it really straight everywhere.
Maybe you should tell Anthony that.
Yeah, that's a good
I can
idea.
give him that secret technique
Well, and
to tucking.
Anthony did request more complaints about him because he's gotten so many nice talkback, feedback comments lately.
He
He's
wanted more?
He
You should
wants
put that question on his desk. Leave
Yeah.
it at the weather center.
because he would love it.
Well, he should know this.
I'll keep it right here.
Whenever someone starts here, within the first year or two, it's all positive. It's all roses and flowers.
Rainbows.
Everybody loves you, oh, the new guy. Then, after years, you become the hated guy. It's just a
Exactly.
natural arc.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the honeymoon's over.
Yeah, the honey, his time is coming. So, Anthony, enjoy it while you can. Because the
Joe, I
hatred
think
is
it's your
coming.
turn.
Oh, okay.
Even though
See,
you,
Shawn, I'm not. Oh, no, I'm going to go against what Shawn said. He thinks I have something planted in there. I don't. All right, this is a newer one. The things you learn.
That's huge font.
Huge font.
Ooh, I
Is it
like
Times
big
Roman?
font.
This is not Times Roman, is it? You're the expert here, the media guy. What's what?
It's Proxima Nova.
it is not. You're making it
Might
up.
be. All right, the morning crew. This is from Stephen. from Mountaintop and Mary from Mountaintop. Why don't you end the work recap with Hello World anymore?
That's true.
Oh, yeah.
I really enjoyed
haven't
that
used
segment.
that.
3 exclamation points. That's the local band Burn the Jukebox.
Right.
And we got permission to use one of their songs, Hello World. It just kind of ended a few
It
months
kind of
ago.
fizzled.
Why?
Yeah, I don't know why.
I'm going to blame John Meyer because he's not here, because he used to have to put that together.
Right.
And I think it
Right.
maybe became too much work for him. But why don't we do it anymore?
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, I'll be honest with you, I thought you guys did something behind my back because I came up with the idea, and I think they must not like it, so I let it go.
Oh, no. We liked it. No, I was doing it for a while. John did it while I was gone. Yeah, maybe it just became too much to try to get it done all the time if we're both off. And
Yeah.
I know Tim and Wolfie were the ones editing it.
Yeah.
Did they maybe say it's
I
too
don't
much work?
know.
Even if we play the song and
Yeah, we should play the song.
at least and not have a video attachment.
Well, we have a new producer, John, so maybe,
Let's get this going.
yeah,
Let's
we
get
have
it
to talk
going
to
We
him.
need
again.
Hello World
Yeah.
back. It's a great song.
It
It's
is
a
a good
local
song.
group, and it gets you all pumped up. All right.
It is one of those songs that gets you ready for the
That's what
weekend.
I mean,
and
yeah. So
Gets you ready for the equinox.
yeah, I
I'm
thought you
going
guys were
old
being
school.
passive aggressive, and then you just want to do it.
We're not passive aggressive. You should know us
you
better.
are. You're
No. If I'm gonna have a problem with you, I'll be aggressive and I'll tell you to your face.
All right, Russell wants to know, why does Joe Snedeker always leave the area and go to warmer places when a snowstorm is supposed to happen?
Oh yeah, right. That happened maybe once or twice.
It did happen, I think, twice
This
this
year-
winter.
this year.
That's why he thinks that. That just happenstance.
Well, because the whole point of being a snowbird, which I am not, but my mother-in-law is of course you want to leave the area because January and February are gross around here.
Yeah.
So you're going to hit it once in a while. If you leave every once in a while in January and February, you're going to, by chance, hit an ugly week when there's snow. And I missed the big storm this year.
That's
that was
right.
back in January.
yeah.
But also, you have these trips
But
planned.
they're planned. You have to book a flight
Yeah.
weeks in advance. So I don't say, "Oh, a storm's coming."
Right.
That just happened to work out. I
Right.
didn't plan that. No.
You don't take your private jet?
Yeah. No, I fly in Breeze right out of Avoca, and they're pretty cheap.
Wait, is this? I think
and I
this might
stayed
be
for
the new
free
one.
at my mother-in-law's place. And I am a 33-year veteran here, so I get a lot
And
of
then
vacation
you also
time.
do sometimes sleep in your car as well.
So when I drove to Florida 3 years ago, I took a van, I rented a van, and kayaks and bikes, and I slept under the kayak with my dog Jet on the side of a road in North Carolina.
What's wrong with that?
Nothing's wrong. I
Yeah.
loved it. And then we both got up in the middle of the night and peed
You
in the
slept
woods.
on a kayak?
Under the kayak.
Under the
It was
kayak.
stretched out in the back of the van. And we both. It was funny when we got out, like 2 in the morning. I opened the door, and he went into the woods to pee, and so did I. And then we went back to bed in the van. It was like,
The two of you are becoming one.
oh yeah,
Best
it's like the
buds.
ultimate bro moment. It was
Yes.
great.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
So, okay, this is Chris from 44, who is, of course, our new Travis. So, what do you think is the most overrated restaurant? Most overrated restaurant.
You're the foodie here. I think
I'm
you
not
have,
a
you would have
foodie.
a
I
good-
just like food. I would say.
This is bold because you're going to have to. You like to.
I think you can answer this without being specific. I think in general, I think an overrated restaurant would be one that everyone talks about how great it is, and you go.
And it's not that great.
The food's not great, and the prices are high, and you have a bad experience. I'd say that would be an overrated restaurant.
Yeah.
Without being specific, I mean, that would do it
That's
for
a
me.
good answer. That's
yeah,
a good
but I
answer.
want you to be specific.
Oh, I was going to say Applebee's.
Oh, really?
Well, I was going to say something similar. All those chains, like I think,
Yeah.
is it Red Lobster or whatever? That,
Yeah.
Like, no,
Yeah.
Right.
no.
I mean,
I'm
the
not-
chains can be good sometimes, but like if you're in the mood for what they like, sometimes I just really want the Olive Garden garlic
Oh,
breadsticks.
I do love the
Oh, that's
I love
another one I
those.
would say. Then I'll throw that on the list.
As overrated.
It
Yeah.
is overrated, but I
sometimes
still
I
like
crave
it.
those breadsticks and I crave their salad too. So I don't know.
And by
Yeah.
the way,
Yeah.
Applebee's, Red Lobster, and Olive Garden, if you want to advertise with them.
You're more than
You're
welcome
willing
to.
to change your opinion.
I will.
Sorry, Applebee's. No offense.
I was
Just let us
definitely willing
know.
to change my opinion, and we welcome your advertising
Just write
dollars.
a
Yeah. You
check.
can even sponsor this podcast, and I'll pretend
And we'll
it's the
change.
best.
And we'll
Yeah,
eat
we'll
it, and we'll
change.
eat
It'll-
it during every podcast.
Yeah, it'll be great.
Actually, yeah, I would love that.
It'll be great.
I love the fettuccine Alfredo at
me
Olive Garden,
too.
just so you know.
Me too.
All right, Shawn, it's your turn
Oh,
again.
sorry. Usually prepared.
Good question, Chris. Way to get us into trouble.
I tried.
Thanks, Chris.
This is from Mark in Dunmore. This is for John and Mindy, so Mindy, you'll have to take this one.
All right.
Do you think that there should be a hypometer for Joe when he gets all dramatic regarding the cold weather? Just like he does with a hypometer for going for bread and milk during a snowstorm.
Oh my gosh,
Every year when it gets cold, he gets overly dramatic. I'm not a meteorologist, but it doesn't take much to know that it will be very cold this time of year.
Who is
That's
this
from
again?
when,
This is
January?
from Mark in Dunmore.
And that was from January, I bet.
February 10th.
February.
All right, Mark and Dunmore.
It's a good idea.
Absolutely.
But
We
what would
need
it
a
be? What would it be?
hypometer.
Like,
Joe's
what
drama meter.
I would
I
think,
could just see
the
like a-
winometer.
The winometer?
Yeah, like I wine. I
Oh,
wine all
I was
winter
thinking
long. That would be
actual
great.
wine. I could go for a glass of wine right now. That sounds good.
No, so
Yeah.
whiny meter.
So anyone out there who sells wine?
I could
You could sponsor it.
I can picture the graphic. Wah-wah-wambulance. The lights are flashing.
Oh,
I'm driving the
yes.
ambulance, and I'm just whining about winter. I think you got
He's
Oh my
starting
gosh.
something new now.
This
Yeah.
is a good idea.
Starting Monday.
love it.
Mark from Dunmore, we're going to use that next winter.
Yeah.
There's
Maybe.
been many times I said in November, December, I'm not going to whine anymore about winter, and I really can't. I'm like an alcoholic.
The thing is,
I can't stop.
You do a pretty good job for a while,
I
but then
know.
it gets to a point
It
where
really
you just can't stand
overwhelms
it.
Me. I can't.
I can't do it.
Well, we had a really long stretch of really
cold.
cold
It was a
weather.
bad
I think
winter.
everyone was over it.
Yeah,
It is.
that's true. Well, it's your turn, Joe.
And it makes it harder than when Mindy, I love it so much. I love the cold.
I don't love the extreme cold. I was so disappointed. You know what? It got back at me. It was karma this year because I went to visit my daughter in Vermont and we were going skiing.
It was so cold you
And it
couldn't
was
ski.
so cold. Like, my other daughter and I
Yeah.
did ski, but my daughter and her boyfriend didn't ski
was too
because
cold.
Too
it was
cold
too
to
cold.
enjoy it.
Yeah. And half the mountain was closed because it was so cold. So yeah, we froze our buns off.
All right, Big Brad Delp wants to know. He's from Williamsport. Nice and quick. This is for Joe, about all of us. Do you drink orange cream soda?
Orange cream soda.
Interesting.
And it's a good question because I think orange soda, is it for you guys like the least favorite soda? Like I'll have Dr. Pepper,
It'll be
I'll have
something I'd
Mountain Dew,
reach
I'll
for.
have Coke, Pepsi, but orange is always like no.
No, there's a difference between orange and orange cream.
Oh, okay.
I like orange, but anything orange cream. We were talking about how I'm not a peach person, but my least favorite flavor, anything, is orange cream.
Really?
Oh.
You don't like orange Julius?
No.
What makes it cream? Just like a,
That
Yeah.
vanilla.
Yeah, it's like a
Combination
creamy.
of the,
Yeah.
you just don't like that?
No.
creamsicle.
Yeah, what about
No,
Yeah,
no
anything
creamsicle, no creamsicle.
See, I like the creamsicle.
No.
Wow.
Would you have an orange soda by choice?
Yeah, yeah, I
Over
would.
like
if it
a-
was
over like
diet,
a-
I would.
Over like a regular
No, I like
Pepsi?
other stuff
That's what I'm
better.
saying. Orange is definitely, it's the redheaded stepchild. I hate to
I don't know about that.
The orange headed.
That is my favorite line.
It is the, yeah, I think people choose that the least.
That could be.
They want the other flavors.
What about the
first.
purple soda? Have you ever had that?
Oh,
there's
so
like
you're
a grape.
Oh,
there's
grape.
a grape soda.
So if I had
Yeah.
a choice between grape and orange, I still go in grape.
Really?
Are you?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
I don't know. I might have to give the edge to orange over grape.
Me
soda.
too.
And why do we not favor orange soda? It seems like a good idea, but
Yeah, I don't
It's
know
just
because we
not-
drink orange juice.
Yeah, it's just
like what's
not
the
there,
difference?
though.
It's just
Yeah.
carbonated.
It's pretty sweet for me.
It's very
too
sweet.
sweet. Maybe that's it.
Yeah.
I can drink the diet version though.
What if there were $100 bills covered in some type of
Creamsicle.
orange
You
cream?
had to eat it to get
Yeah,
to the
yeah.
$100.
I
lick
would. I
through
would
it.
eat it to get to the $100 bill, but I wouldn't enjoy it. I
All of a
complain about it
sudden,
the
look
whole
at
time.
But it would be worth it.
But it'd be worth it.
to get to the 100. Yeah, I can see that.
Okay, Chris Smith, chicken with the skin or skinless?
This is so easy, I think, for me. But what do you guys?
Yeah,
think?
skinless.
Skinless,
Yeah.
but when you get
Skin
those
is-
chickens from Sam's Club,
Oh,
they have those oven roasted
rotisserie?
chicken. Yeah, the
Yeah.
rotisserie for $4.99. I love eating the skin off of those.
I know.
So you'll eat you'll literally
Yes.
eat the skin.
It's got such a
Yeah.
greay flavor.
Oh, it's so
Yeah.
bad for you.
Yeah, I was
but
gonna say, it's all
so-
fat.
I usually give it
know.
to the dog, but I do eat little bits of
Oh,
it
it's so
because it
good.
is so good.
I think
Now, you guys-
preparation matters. I think if it was like a fried chicken.
I was gonna
the
say,
you
skin
know
is good,
so
yeah. I
when
think
you-
in general, like a breast, I'd rather just no skin.
Skinless, yeah.
Yeah.
But when they deep fry it at like Kentucky Fried Chicken,
Yeah.
then all of a sudden it's not skin anymore.
It's so good.
That's
It's like, now
good.
I can eat that.
Yeah.
Is even Brussels sprouts are good deep fried. Anything deep
yes.
fried is good.
That's true.
What about deep fried orange cream?
I knew you were going
wonder
to
what
say that.
would-
All right, we're getting too many food questions here,
That's all
but I
right,
guess
it's the
we're gonna
foodie episode.
we're gonna keep going with it. All right. So this is Chris from 44. He says, hot tea or iced tea? Which one do
It's the
you
foodie
prefer?
episode.
Did we have this one, or was it sweet tea or non-sweet tea?
Oh, I don't know if it was hot
We
tea or
had
cold
something
tea.
related. Hot
We
tea or
did.
cold tea? I think it depends. If it's cold day, probably.
Right, I
prefer
definitely
hot tea.
change with when it comes to the season. So in the wintertime, I drink a lot more hot tea than I do in the summer. In the summer, I'll drink more cold tea. It makes sense, right?
Yeah.
I'm wondering if this, I hate to say this, could it be a little bit of a gender question? Shawn, we're the guys on this side. Did you go your whole life like me without ever having hot tea?
I could.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll have tea. I've had tea recently.
See,
But it seems like
it's
the
not a
ladies in
gender
my-
thing. You're just weird.
I don't like.
he-
I'll prefer coffee, but
He's not going to
every
seek
once
it
in a
out.
while,
With my wife, my mother used to, my daughter, all the women in my world seem to want tea, and there's not a one guy I know that would say, I need hot tea.
Well,
I'm
unless
thinking
you
it's a
lived in
no, it could be cultural. I don't
England. Yeah, if you lived in England, you'd be drinking tea. So
know. Yeah, I mean, it could
Yeah.
be. I mean, the whole little cups and the little.
you don't have to drink it out of a little
But
cup.
why is that out there?
Well, I feel like you could have tea like later in the day too, without the repercussions of being up all night, or like a
That's
coffee
true.
would be. So I feel like if you want something like that later, tea is a good option.
Yeah, it doesn't have as much caffeine as
Right.
coffee usually.
I'm just gonna go out and say it. It's too fancy.
Too fancy.
Yeah.
All right.
Fancy, all right.
No,
It's,
and I'm
it's
a
very
caveman.
it's very natural. Think
You
about
think
it.
iced tea is fancy though?
No, iced tea is manly,
Okay.
Oh,
but
okay.
hot coffee, hot tea,
Hot
is,
tea.
Temperature makes all the
is too
difference.
fancy. It's too fancy.
Interesting.
And they always have the little cups with the little
me?
Yeah, it's you.
gold rim and everything. No, it's too fancy.
Uh-oh.
I'm not doing it.
You're not doing it?
I'm not doing hot tea. It's
All
too
right.
fancy.
All right.
And I'm a caveman.
You are a caveman.
Oh wait, is your boyfriend at the is he a hot tea guy?
No.
This is what I'm talking about. Mindy, why don't you just listen to the facts here instead of judging us?
All right.
It's just the way it is. Mm-hmm. I don't know if it's cultural.
It's cultural.
If it's been
Shawn, do you need the
brainwashed
bell?
No,
Oh, Shawn wants
I
the
just
bell.
didn't want to interrupt.
Okay.
Go ahead.
This is from Twyla in Penns Creek, and she has a Chia question. Morning team, I use chia seeds quite a bit, and I'm wondering how you get them to grow on those heads. I never thought they could sprout like that.
Well, there's only one chia expert here, and that is Mindy.
Oh, well, so does she uses
she
chia
uses
seeds.
chia seeds like to eat.
Does she eat them? Okay,
Yeah.
yeah. Do you want me to tell you how you
How
do
many
the-
chia heads have you had in your life?
I've had a couple over the years.
Did you have the Obama one?
No.
Did you have the
Forget what I had just like a regular guy
Bob
one.
Ross, did you have
I
Bob
have
did you
Ross?
have the
one.
Bob Ross one?
Should I bring it in?
You should.
It's
What do you have?
RuPaul.
You have
RuPaul.
okay.
That's
RuPaul
awesome.
chia head?
My
Nice.
sister gave it to me.
So what
So
you
you-
have to do, it comes with this clay,
Gelatinous gel.
Terracotta?
terracotta clay thing,
There
and
we
you
go.
soak it in water. So it becomes saturated with water because it's sort of porous. And then you make a gelatinous gel of the chia seeds. You
Comes
mix
with
them
it.
with water.
Comes
Yeah,
with it.
a little packet of chia seeds comes with it. You put it with water, and then you spread it over the top of the terracotta thing that's saturated with water, and then put it in the sun. It'll grow. That's all you got to do.
And what's the lifespan of this? Could you have that head growing for years?
You have it. No. It usually only lasts for a couple months. It seems like.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's not fair to the plant. It's not giving
But then
it
you
a
could just
thorough
scrape
life.
it off and slather another layer
Yeah,
of chia on it.
and you could eat the little chia greens. Maybe they're good for you. I don't
Are
know.
they
Seems like-
microgreens? Is that what a microgreen
Probably.
is?
I eat the seeds though. The seeds are really good for fiber.
You
They
mentioned
are.
that many times. I
It's
know.
true.
And my daughter does the same
You
thing.
need fiber.
Also a gender thing, I
Most
think.
people don't get enough fiber, Joe. It's true. Whose was that? Was
That was me.
that was you? Okay, so
ahead,
Joe
Joe.
has to. He can't continue anymore
Because
because I eat chia
I like
seeds.
that Joe brings his own bag of questions.
I know.
you want me to go here? I'll
Yes,
go
go
here.
there.
My God. I told you these are the new ones. I didn't bring these. They just happen to be new
His
ones.
private stash.
I hope this is the one I put in that Shawn thinks I
I
wanted
hope
to
it is
pick.
too.
All right, did you name your dog after Paul McCartney's song Jet? Which I think was Paul McCartney. Could you say, you're the internet guy.
It was-
I remember reading that, the song Jet by Paul McCartney. Jet! Dun, dun, dun. You guys know the song?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he wants to know, Bob does, if I named my dog after Paul McCartney's dog, Jet, and the song. But I think that's what Paul McCartney's song, Jet, was about, Paul McCartney's dog. But no, I did not. If not, what is its name origin? What about Mindi and Nikki? So it's a good question.
Yeah.
My son named our dog Jet because when we pulled him from the pet store that day, he was running fast like a jet. So that's how Jet got
So
his name.
fast.
Yeah.
I asked
What
you the
about
one
Dutch?
time if you named him after Jetstream.
Nope, didn't do that either.
Oh.
That would be, you did ask me that. That would be too
cheesy.
too cheesy, nerdy weather
I
guy.
do have a friend who's a meteorologist in Connecticut. He named his dog Doppler.
No, see,
yes, he
that's, you
did.
don't want to be that person.
Well, he's a nice guy.
What about
Anyway.
Dutch? Uh-oh, wait, it's something
Is it a
embarrassing.
story?
This is going to be
Is it a
good.
story?
Well, it's two different things. So Dutch is one of Darren's nicknames, and also I did a news story that kind of went viral a couple years back on the Shamokin Dunkin' Donuts. Dutch is from Shamokin, and one of the people I interviewed in that story is named Dutch.
Do they know?
Oh.
No,
Are you serious?
Well, now they
This
do.
is coming out in the world?
it's fine.
Dutch
it's
may
fine.
be watching right now, and they think they're dog-faced.
Well,
That's- I think it's a
it's
compliment.
an honor. It's definitely an honor to be named, to have a dog named
Yeah, but her
after
dog
you.
looks like a cicada.
No.
He looks like a cute cicada. He's very cute.
Oh, so that's Dutch. There was a person's name there? Mm-hmm. Nickname, or they were Dutch?
I think they're Dutch.
And you thought, great name for a dog.
Yeah.
It's a great name for a dog.
Do you
Yeah.
have their last name? Could we search them out? You do! She does have the last name!
She's not going to tell us.
She's giving us some
How
weird...
did you name Juniper?
She's misdirecting now. We just came up with just a long list of names, the whole family, just something that fit her. At the shelter, she was named Rosie, and Rosie actually did fit her really
Rosie's a
nicely.
good name.
Yeah, it fit her pretty well, but we were just like, no, we just need to name her something else. And so we went through all these names and voted on them, and we finally came up with Juniper, and we realized it works out really well because we can call her Junie, right?
Yeah.
But also, we can call her Nipper, which sometimes that fits too, because she's like,
Nipper.
Nipper.
That's
So,
good then.
Yeah.
And Shawn, no pet for you?
Yeah,
Do
you
I have a pet?
Yeah.
You have a dog, right?
Yes, my wife and kids do have a pet.
It doesn't belong to you.
No.
I know a bunch of dads who are like that.
Why don't you like
they're
the
not
dog?
dog guys.
The dog doesn't like me.
The
So
dog-
why should I like the dog?
Why doesn't the dog like you?
Probably because I don't like him.
Oh,
Maybe
all
it's
right.
just-
What's the dog's
Maybe
name?
he feeds
the
off
dog's
that
name?
Flynn Rider after the Disney movie.
Oh, okay, gotcha. That's
Well, I
funny.
hate to tell Shawn this, dude. Do we want to? Well, let's gang up on him now. You've heard the folklore, the urban legend. Dogs sense evil.
Oh,
Oh.
The
Good
reason
point.
Sean's
Yeah,
dog
that's
does not like Shawn is because there's a dark soul lurking in here.
Could
And your
be.
dog
That tracks.
What? No, I've never met. So he doesn't like you. You try and.
No, I mean he's not that bad. Like he'll bark at me when I go to bed, but he'll bark at like a lot of people randomly. But
Okay.
he'll lay next to me on the couch and I'll pet him. It's not like I hate him.
No, I think the truth is some dogs they had bad experiences with their previous owners or a male in their life.
True,
At
yeah.
the shelter, and if it had the same vocal tones, it could be a lot of things.
I think he's just certain weird things bother him. Like people if they have a hat on, stuff like that.
That's what I mean, yeah.
yeah. Yeah, my previous dog, Moby, didn't like people wearing black.
Oh.
Isn't
right?
that weird? Yeah, he was like, just didn't like it. I don't know why.
Is your dog a rescue?
No.
Oh, okay. Because I was going to say maybe
didn't-
something
yeah.
in his previous life.
That's
with,
what I'm saying.
With
Yeah.
men.
Or
yeah.
could be that he's a dark soul. Is Paul McCartney's song Jet named after?
So originally he had said it was about a pet and a dog, and then later he said it was still a pet, but it was a Shetland pony. the
Oh.
song-
So
songs
either a
about.
pony or a
Interesting.
dog. That song
Named
by Paul
Jet.
McCartney. Yep. Jet,
What's your
Jet,
question there, Nikki?
Do you think there should be more emphasis enforcement on people not clearing the snow off their vehicles?
Wow.
Do we want to enforce that of all things? The
Well,
police and the state
yes.
troopers snow
It's-
on vehicles.
I mean, they do,
It's a
right?
hazard, man. It's a hazard.
I am so that guy. Arrest me. I do the minimal work required just to get out of my driveway.
can
Sometimes
get-
it's like a Sherman tank. I have a 1 by 1 foot area where I can see nothing else is cleared. I don't even want to touch snow or think
I don't
about it.
understand how you have to clean the toilets every
I
week.
love doing all that.
Everything
I hate
has to be
snow.
clean.
Everything
You don't have
about
time
it.
But
to
you
clear
don't
off the
clean your
snow.
car.
No,
You gotta clean your car.
And then I'm going on the highway and chunks are flying off all
See,
directions.
that drives me crazy when there's chunks of snow flying into my windshield. And what if it's ice? What if it breaks something? What if
Does it mess with your Tesla?
Yeah, of course.
Like, does it freak out?
No, it doesn't.
I hate it. I don't want to look at it. It's just like orange cream. I don't want it anywhere around me, and I'm not going to.
You're not going to clean it.
Yeah.
It's someone else's problem.
Someone else's problem.
And go ahead, police. Come and get me, okay? Come and get me.
Well, I
Next
thought
time
it was funny
snows.
when they were stocking fish at Lackawanna State Park.
They had their chance.
You like admit you saw these trucks and things
I thought-
coming,
yeah,
and you thought they were coming after you. I'm like, what? Why
the
is
truth
he so
is,
guilty?
it's an illegal kayak launch spot where I go.
Oh.
So they've gotten me before there.
Oh, that's so funny. What do they give you a
boy.
ticket or what do they do?
Warning.
A warning?
Yeah, my whole life is warnings.
Maybe that's the problem. Maybe somebody needs to really
No
punish
more,
you.
no more warnings.
No more
No more
warnings.
warnings.
He needs a
He
ticket.
needs to learn a lesson.
He needs to learn a lesson.
That's what we need. Picture of Joe cuffed.
Yes.
Yeah, right?
Yes.
The next step. All right, keep the questions
He can't
coming.
even talk.
Brown bag at wnep.com. Nikki, have some cream soda today and make it a good day. Look at the
I
face.
just can't believe you don't like Orange Julius. It's so delicious.
Peace
So
out,
weird.
everybody.
Have a great day, everybody. Happy spring.